Hello everyone and welcome back to A Plague Tale Innocence. This is chapter 11 and I am something of an order eater when it comes to video games, so apparently I have to finish this before I can comfortably move on and play other games. An unfortunate tick, but there you go. So, chapter 11, well, last we left off, we had just stolen a book from a cathedral with a creepy pope, and now we are rushing the book back to our little brother because it has some sort of message inside of it to heal him. So it works out for him.
Look, it's up.
Ah, urchins. Even dirtier than I remember. Oh, also, we picked up another compatriot. This young man with the amazing shaved sides. Looks like he's a quarantine haircut.
Here. Have to warn you, smells a bit burnt.
Who's he?
Roderick.
Good question.
Shh.
The Sanguinis Itinera.
What is this book about?
Good question.
It's the story of a little boy who's going to get a lot better now.
Oh.
Right, I'm starving. Anyone else?
Me?
Come and eat then. I think we deserve
Seriously,
it.
there's only one guy in the book that's in the story here that's a little chubby,
You
and the
too.
first thing he says is, "I'm starving." It's just, wow. Keeping it real, I suppose. Three weeks later. Wow, first time we've gotten one of those. Looks like nobody's washed in 3 weeks. Keeping it historically accurate. Is she training how to kill people? She is training how to kill people. Wow. Got 3 weeks, so apparently we're gonna put up targets with for archery. Looks like to me.
Tell me, this door, have you ever opened it before?
It's stuck. It's the only place in the chateau we haven't been yet.
Well, I
Don't
think
you
that's
want
about
see
to
what's
change.
behind it?
Well, Hugo is asleep.
Captain McBrawny lad here can
Let's go take a look.
take care of that for you.
This, at least, I know how to do.
Nice.
There you go.
Well, that was efficient.
And almost painless. Come on, let's go. Whoa. Can you feel that?
No. What?
No.
When you enter a place that has been abandoned for a very long time, there's something in the air.
Yes,
That is
that's-
actually very, very true.
Stones. It's like interrupting a conversation.
I wouldn't go that far.
This is the
But
first time
when
I've
they first opened tombs in Egypt, even to this day, you let them air out for about 24 hours because there's lots of pathogens still stuck in the air from years and years and years of being sealed off. And in certain places, when you're excavating graves especially, they still wear hazmat suits because they can be infected by things like Black Death. I mean, you wouldn't think about it, but archaeologists have to be very, very careful when going into abandoned corridors and
looks
mines and
dangerous.
stuff.
Let's avoid it for now. Another door. Shall we continue?
Okay, I want to go down there because you said not to, but I mean, sure, let's
course.
Let's
not
see
go that way.
where this leads us. Oh, the courtyard.
It's a shortcut.
It's a shortcut. I suppose in the future now we don't have to walk around everything. Super nice. So you can do some
I
pockets,
almost forgot. I found
increase the
something while I was doing
duration,
some clearing
open
earlier.
doors and low
Come
moments,
take a look.
looking for
Another story
ammunition
about
to
stones?
distract nearby enemies.
You're not far off.
Hold the 16 of each. Oh man, a lot of good options here. That takes a lot of things to upgrade. Ways of fan, extra. Codexes?
No.
Man, look at crafting, ignifiers. Yep. Still not enough to open everything, but what you gonna do? Hey bud, where'd you?
Amicia, come and see this. You'll like it.
I'm
Oh.
coming.
Yeah, sorry. Hop down? Got a ladder down? I think I can't just hop down. Anybody out there tonight? Don't see anybody in chat, so.
A fresco. It's strangely familiar.
It includes the symbols of the pillars. This castle has things to tell us, huh?
And what is it telling us then?
Even I
Oh,
don't
but it's
understand everything.
foreboding music.
I just think we'll be fine here.
Amicia! Come quickly! It's Hugo! Oh I'm coming!
I love,
me?
I think we'll be fine
I'll
here.
call you.
Quickly followed by, Amicia, quickly come and look.
I'm here, Lucas! Quickly! Hugo, please.
Poor kid.
It's
3
getting
weeks later
worse
with the
and
Black
worse.
Death is,
The macula is progressing too fast.
I realize that, Amicia.
not gonna make him any
I'm
better.
doing my best. I mean, I'm trying to do what the book says, but it's going to take too long. I need a proper laboratory.
Like Laurentius had?
No, no, one with better equipment.
Well, perhaps my mother at my
throwing
home.
shots at his old master.
She must have had some equipment there. You're right. It's worth a try.
Amicia! Lucas! I believe your twins are back.
Melly! You found him!
More dead.
For some reason, we have nobody watching. I suspect it's because it is set to private. So, let's see if that makes a difference.
But yes,
Amicia, we came because, well,
yes.
Arthur, you tell her.
After our little adventure with your heretic burning friends, I ended up in an Inquisition cell. One day I saw the guards.
Yeah, it turns out I had it set to private that entire time. So I was just talking to myself.
Those bastards wanted her to tell them where
Yeah.
her son was, so they threatened her. And I heard her name. Beatrice Storum.
Mother is alive? She's alive? You managed to get Arthur out? It wasn't simple. Believe me. So you could...
Forget it. I was nothing. She's too important to the Grand Inquisitor.
Meaning she's actually being guarded versus him who's thrown in a hole to basically forget he exists. Hello there, Cetra. How you doing this evening?
torture her? Hugo
Yes,
mustn't
probably.
know anything of this.
Even that she's alive? It might help him.
And what will we say when he wants to see her? Tell him nothing, alright?
Hey, thanks, Minya. I'm 11 chapters in right now. It's not the beginning. This is quite a ways in right here.
Oh no! Hugo! Hugo!
Oof.
The next threshold. It's coming.
We have to go at once! To my home! Now!
Hugo.
Yes, go back to where the
Stay here with him.
Inquisitors are.
We'll be
Excellent
all right,
plan.
my little brother. I swear. This time we will heal you.
Yes, Cynic Blade, everybody's
I'll
7
get
minutes
the
late because I had it
now.
set to unlisted as opposed to public.
And then we'll leave.
Because I still haven't figured out how to do streaming yet properly, and that's how you wind up with mistakes like that. So I've been talking to myself for 7 minutes. Well, I mean, I talk to myself every day, so that's not really new or different, I suppose. No comments on that one? You just can sit there and judge me, huh? I mean, if you want to come over here, that's fine. You just want to sit there and silently judge me. I mean, you can sit on your laptop and work. I mean, I'll clear you off of space right here. You can work and judge me at the same time. Otherwise, it's me and Printer's Ale Yellow the entire time.
Oh, so good.
We're
Yeah.
Amicia, you going to be alright?
Yes. It's just strange to be back.
Yeah, she's suffering from something called PTSD, which was not discovered until World War I, although there are frequent mentions into it
We find
throughout
potions of
the medieval and even Viking sagas. Turns out,
Fine by me.
shit's been bad for a long time, and people do not respond well to it all the time.
We can't cross there.
That bridge was at least a century old.
It's not that old for
Everything was
bridges, really.
completely destroyed.
It's the end of the old world.
If that's true, how come you're so calm?
So if we can't cross there, you know what? Jump.
It's snowing.
It's no, we're 3 weeks later. We've jumped ahead in time 3 weeks. I'm gonna give you a little more mic. Just kind of leave and say something if you want to say. No, all right, that's fine. No,
Okay.
I noticed that. That's great.
The standard of the Inquisition.
Are they still there?
Let's be careful.
That is not the symbol of the Inquisition. The Inquisition that I'm aware of. That's the Hospitallers.
Don't look at me.
I don't know. I mean, it's one of the knightly orders. Even then, it's not quite. Yeah, the symbology in this one has been a little
The tree trunk. They must have gone that way.
off sometimes. Tree trunk. Yeah, I had to look up some knightly orders for one of my videos. I learned a lot about knightly symbology.
Don't fall.
Symbolism. Dan Brown would be proud.
What the the hell is that? Look out, Lucas.
Rats.
I don't know, but I don't like it. Let's get out of here.
They're not even paying attention to us.
They are not. They're making a vortex of vermin. Perhaps if they spin hard enough, it'll become a cyclone of... I can't think of a word that begins with a C. This
Yeah, you shouldn't
relates to
start
rats.
that.
I
You
don't
shouldn't
know.
have- Why did you start that?
Vertex of vermin,
Yeah, you were doing so well. You're like, clearly, I can do all of them.
a rat rupture of rats, rapscallion.
No.
I don't. Come on, man. Like I can't.
No, we'll think of
I don't
something.
know.
Now we have to think of
I
something
can't.
better.
Can't think of enough. The hell? Oh, it's rats. Okay.
Why are you surprised?
Because it sounded like an explosion. You have work to do. Leave me alone. Jeez. And look, let's just not go that way. Amazing. Look, I'm just not gonna mess with the rats. I'm just gonna go to the right. It doesn't appear to be French communists of Corin over there. It seems to me to be just like a basic sort of symbol. It's definitely a variation on a cross, so they feel like they're double barred crosses. Sometimes you'll see them, especially in Eastern versions of Christianity, Orthodox, where they have like a double cross or a double cross with like a slanted one. We're about to just mess these guys up. Watch this. Bow! Yeah, that's right. Roll over all of them.
My home.
Haha. Take that, rats. Let's run down here before they come back and regroup. You know, Icket Claw has probably got to be the best Warhammer campaign I played, just for sheer giggles.
Mongol rats. The domain is straight ahead.
Okay, what do we got here? Ooh, lovely tower. I like the frost. I like these snowflakes. They're like kind of fluttering randomly. It's almost peaceful and like beautiful. It wasn't just horrifying everywhere.
Well, it makes a nice contrast with the rats.
Yeah, they get these dark, almost like it's lively and peaceful, and then it's like rats. Tiny, beady-eyed little rats. Alright, I need to light something on fire and take it over there, I suspect.
Those are big freaking rats. Nobody in this world should be starving.
These are...
They should be
Whoa!
living high on rats.
Oh, you back the hell up. Oh. Yeah, these are wharf rats. Real thing, wolf rats and wharf rats, and then all of them. Completely screwy. Where? Okay, so what am I... Oh, I can do the thing right.
Oh. That old news.
Wait,
New news.
lantern.
Yeah, there's a whole puzzle with these things.
Good idea. I'll have a clear shot.
Alright, you gotta do one of these.
Tell me when you're ready.
Alright, so... thing where I'm trying to puzzle my way through it right now.
Pull away.
Yeah. Gonna puzzle my way through it by...
I'm there.
Love the
Here
puzzle.
we go. You can move.
Yeah. Eat the rats, eat them all. You know what, man? Jokes aside, rats are pretty good eating, especially as they get a little larger there, so...
Why? You don't know that. You don't know that.
I've had possum. I've had possum.
Okay, you may know that. You may.
Legitimately, I
Alright.
used to do something called Wild Game Feast back in the day, where a bunch of redneck hunters would bring in stuff they'd killed. I've had kangaroo, alligator, possum, bison. I can do more exotic. That kangaroo tail, that was pretty good. Let's see, any ignifier, ignicifier. What, did you know? Oh, come on! I'm in the light. That was just silly.
There's only one rule in this game. There's literally one rule.
The
Follow
one,
the one rule.
the
Don't
one,
get distracted.
the one rule is don't be distracted. Don't walk where the rats are. They will do things to you. Okay, yeah, I got you. All right, let's try
Follow
this
the
again.
rules.
So I get some ignifier.
Ignifer?
It's ignifier.
No, it's not. It's Ignifer. I just saw it. Back me up on this.
If you want to say Harry Potter,
have humans?
they're right there.
Oh,
they're
there they are.
talking. They're over on the way.
It's Ignifer, isn't it?
Alligator. Fine. Interesting. Alligator surprisingly kind of stringy. So alligator. What was alligator? Alligator wasn't stringy. Alligator was like sort of gamey. You ever had snake? It's similar to snake. I suppose that doesn't help you very much. Opossum though was
Frog is really stringy. Kind
okay.
of like wet
Yeah,
in a way.
yeah, okay. It's sort of like super frog. If you can imagine super frog, that's a really good description. There's a lot of Cajun restaurants where we live,
You
so
must have used it to get the troops through.
No, I
Good idea.
ate that in
I'll
China.
have a clear shot.
You can go back down. Tell me when you're ready.
okay. I'm gonna go back down and tell you when I'm ready. Hup,
Hey.
rat bastards.
I'm there. Here
we go. You can move.
Some of the mechanics, they don't really read as natural in a way.
I mean, it's definitely based on fluid mechanics. Oh, okay. He's only going to move if I move. That's not terrifying. I can't do this. I actually can't.
You got this. Oh.
Can't make it here without
Okay.
you.
Go to the other light source. Come on, you got this, bud. Is that, you gonna keep going? No? Okay. Okay, stay in the light. Stay in the light. Stay in the light. Ha!
Ah,
Okay, we're good.
One
We're good.
rule.
Yeah, there we go. One rule. Just follow that rule. We're good. See, look at that. Right now, my turn to the door.
Yeah. It's really convenient that someone left all these lights on for you everywhere.
You know, I do wonder if the rats have been increasing in size of this game as this game goes on. Like, they've been, like, slowly making them look bigger and bigger and more terrifying. I mean, it would make sense to sort of
Yeah, that should be pretty easy to put into the...
code in. Yeah, you'd think, right?
Thank you.
Hey, bud. There you go. Hate when I waste my... Ooh.
You almost died there!
Look, there's a frozen horse right there. You guys should seriously be eating that instead. Off to Florida to eat some alligator. Yeah, it's like super frog legs. It really is a really good description of it.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that one. You can probably, if you're closer to Louisiana, they're going to have better versions of it. Florida is just...
A guard.
I've never liked any food I've gotten in Florida unless it's like beach food. Like very, very specific beach food.
Fried shrimp?
No, I don't like fried shrimp. I mean like scampi shrimp.
No, Florida doesn't have... No, you have to go to Charleston. Good
You
beach food.
tell me. How
Actually,
many of you
Savannah
are
had
there?
really good beach food.
Savannah has... It's the same culture.
Not like this.
Like this? You executed my family. You deserve a painful death.
You saved one of these guys like 2 chapters
Don't you
ago. You
ever
don't know...
use that word. I'm not going to get anything.
Man, in the
else
intervening
done.
3 weeks, she got really brutal. I'm just saying.
He seems to have a personal connect. Are you sure he's not in the game somewhere? This one?
He may have been one of the guys that actually did execute her family.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they all kind of look generically scruffy and the same, so, you know, kind of hard to say.
Yeah, in the end game, you face off with Icket Claw, so look forward to that.
Right.
And
Okay.
some, like, rat ninjas.
At this point, I think we're going to go down with Battle Pope and a couple of his little random guys. All right, so... Oof. I know what I have to do right now, and it's not going to be pretty. You ready for this? So to get past this, we got to get to this next area right over there, right? So that means we got to light that on fire with ignifier, right? Well, that's great. Now we have a place to go, but we still got to get over there.
Peter has a question.
So we got to extinguish what's directly above this guy.
Can we read your question?
It's cool. Yeah, sure. What's the question?
As an archaeologist, what cities you worked on, and what is
He's all
the
yours.
strangest thing you've ever seen?
Oh!
I mean, this... What? Oh.
He got what he deserved.
Yeah, I told you that was about to happen. It's that's pretty messed up. So interestingly, most of the archaeology I did actually as an archaeologist was in the American Southwest at a place called Chaco Canyon, which if you have never gotten a chance to go to
Justice
Chaco
for my
Canyon,
family.
You'll pay for this.
I've
interestingly,
already
buddy,
paid
no, we
because
will
of
not be
you.
paying for this. You
But
will
I
be
refuse
in that
to lose
weird goatee
anyone
you
else.
have.
You hear me?
So it was rather Chaco Canyon is an amazing Native American complex down there where it's a whole. Can I hop right here? Track this slightly. Yeah, I can.
Big question.
Yeah. Sorry. When I was in England, I was lucky enough to work on a show called Time Team for an episode. I gotta extinguish that one, I think. And they actually excavated on the episode called Anarchy in the UK, Radcott Castle. So it was what had been a Norman castle, and then in the English Civil War was converted into a cannon fort, which was pretty fun to kind of do. I actually worked camera on that as opposed to dug it, although I did get in the trench a couple times. Archaeology isn't nearly as complicated as people think it is once you understand stratigraphy. It's mainly how good are you with a shovel? Like, do you have the stamina to continue digging for hours? And
Cody's
yeah,
very good at
digging.
that
Yeah, I grew up on a
particular-
farm, hence a name like Cody. Grew up on a farm, did a lot of digging, and then I discovered the archaeology is
This should make
just
things a little
digging,
easier.
digging with style and class.
Yeah. Cody's parents had different expectations for the future, and they were something a little more like a cowboy, and they were like a medievalist. This is confusing,
Yeah.
but they went with it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
appreciate that.
That's why Scotsmen will do the prisoners. Yeah, Scotsmen definitely eat prisoners. Rats are known to eat people. That's just a very... Yeah, rats. I know some people keep rats as pets, and I'm sure they're like, indulging them in guinea pigs is probably like the fat mass, but I mean,
I'm with you.
I don't know. There's just something about rats. I think even from like the earliest human times, we've always like just not
Yeah,
gotten
they tickle
along
that
with.
part of your brain that says kill it.
Is that
Yeah,
the body
it's
over there?
you know, they get in your
No.
grain, all that kind of fun stuff.
Please.
Amicia, we can stop. Find another way.
No, I have to see.
Prevent the sea from going to Yellow Turban Rebellion. Interesting. XCOM is definitely one of those games. It's like a tactical FPS shooter, so I've never gotten into it. You know, this is the least realistic thing that's happened in this game so far. Is her dad's body's been there for all this
Is
time.
he your father?
Happened to.
Satanic symbols drawn all around him. Okay, well there we go. Now they gave.
What are they doing?
I don't know, man, but he was doing pretty good up until that exact moment.
I have no idea.
Shoot an ignifier at a cluster of rats to destroy it. Okay, ignifier. Boom, ready ignifier.
They're calling that a they went with cluster of rats.
I mean,
That
horde.
was the
Boom!
most horde of rats.
Okay, I was too slow. That was legitimately my fault.
Remember to like answer all your questions.
Are rats big mice or mice big rats? I think they're two different species.
Yeah, they're
Like
different
mice and
species.
rats are two different species. And I also point out that rats are actually carnivorous in many aspects, whereas mice, I think, are more like bugs and stuff like that. All right, okay, hold on.
Lucas, what do we do?
Okay, well, that was ignifier.
No, you want at the clusters of rats,
Oh, the clusters of rats.
which is why they should have called it a tower of rats or something more threatening than that.
We have to find shelter. Where do you suggest we go?
Okay.
They're everywhere. You prefer to stay here? I won't last long like that. Enough! No!
Okay. Well, bud, are you gonna help me, or are you just gonna sit there?
I mean, he's a game mechanic.
Like,
What does he need? Oh,
I ran out of ammo to. Oh God, my unit was really unpleasant to die during. Like, wow. The Ratnado. That is, jeez.
yeah, that would have been better. Throw it at the Ratnado.
Ugh. Yeah, we're actually about a little bit louder than the game, but I can turn ourselves up ever so slightly if we're too quiet for you in here. A little better. A little better. Yeah, I'll have that
Wait,
better.
people want to hear more of us?
Apparently, they're like, I think this is just a rather loud sequence, and so normally it's pretty quiet.
You're gonna kill the rat.
I can't do it fast enough. Literally, it's making me craft them, but I have to run over and catch the shit first. I mean, it's not my fault.
I think I'm distracting you too. I'm gonna quietly do my work right next to you.
You can't quietly do your work. Never quietly, you know, fine. All right, see, look, I'm like, I need ignifier. I'm gonna craft an ignifier, right? And then boom, okay. So I have like 2 ignifiers. There's a Ratnado in the background. Fuck off, Ratnado.
Lucas, what do we do?
Maybe grab hand and lead him. No, I think they want me to just keep firing at these things right now. Like some sort of, you know, this is definitely what they want me to be doing.
Where do you suggest we go? They're everywhere. You prefer to
So I got 2 more. Yeah, I just gotta make sure to hit every single one of them. There's not gonna give me any extras, basically. Okay. Come on. Right, yeah, the music stopped, so hopefully it's gonna...
You see?
Yeah, the music stopped, so that's the end of that sequence. Alright, that much better.
So, you saved our lives.
Yeah, I always forget that, the sling versus the toss, even especially during stealth movements. I always forget I can do that. It's like, if you have a sling, why would you not sling? I don't know. I suppose because it's far less accurate and takes too long to do, but there you have it. Come on,
Don't
give me
worry.
the torch.
I'll lead the way.
Sack of shit, you could have made it the whole time. Okay, walking this way to whatever this is. Don't. Oh, look at your dad's body. That's just gonna be depressing for balls.
Father! They took his body. They took it from me. I should have buried him. I should have.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Amicia.
Jeez.
Please let him rest in peace.
Well, he's gonna rest in pieces, if nothing else. Oh, come on, that was good. You know what? Fine. Look, he got ate by rats. You gonna say he gets pooped out by rats? Because that's really what's gonna happen.
Body with no armor. It's
That's one of our servants, but his body.
Yes, the guards were eaten alive, but he wasn't.
Yeah, even your dad wasn't actually eaten
There must be a
until
reason.
this point.
If only I knew. The Great Break. Its aftershocks continue to ripple.
What's the story of this game? So this lady, and not this boy, but the other boy with the weird black stuff all over his neck, are part of a family. And that family was attacked by Knights Templar. And this happens to be coinciding with the resurgence of the Black Death. But in this game, amazingly formed by an actual swarm of rats, literally visualizing the virus. Or bacteria, it's not actually a virus in this case. Why are they not attacking your people? It's really weird. Also interesting, so fun facts about Decay, because when you take archaeology in the United States, you have to take forensic anthropology. She is only probably about maybe 2-3 days into Decay. One of the fun things about forensic anthropology is you have to learn about the states of decay in human beings. Now, normally a human being at this point, especially 3 weeks on, the gases in her body would have built up to the point that she would have actually puffed up to be State Puft Marshmallow Man, ruptured, and then oozed out all around her on the floor. You'd notice especially sunkenness around the eyes and tongue, and yeah, that's how the body starts to decay. And especially, let's say, coming just before winter, so probably 45-50 degrees, you definitely see hot sunkenness around the cheeks. Let's just say a bit more than just grayness around the face. This tidbit brought to you by Tennessee's Body Farm, where literally you can donate your bodies to science and they will watch you decay to find out how you decay in various conditions. University of Tennessee.
Actual place.
Actual place, actual stuff they do.
Why they're so exceptionally good at it.
Yeah, I actually wanted to become a forensic anthropologist. I was exceptionally good at it. I unfortunately had a series of life events around that point that made it where I didn't really want to be around death anymore. And so, yeah, I didn't pursue that any further because though it's really interesting and kind of a fun party trick to be able to look at bones and tell a lot of things about them, you also got to be around dead stuff all day, and it's really, really depressing.
Towards his room. The potions for Hugo must be in there.
I like how they're reusing the old sets right now. This is from the beginning of the game, except it's completely mutated with giant rat covens everywhere. This is just, I love this. It's so freaking crazy.
Simple infusions. Not
What a
strong
great
enough.
reuse of their existing assets. I may have mentioned in a previous stream about dendro dating, but if we ever did actually uncover this, or if this building still existed in some way, you can actually tell not only just how old it is, but to the exact season when it was made, because you can bore into these boards right here. And if you've ever seen growth rings on a tree, those actually can be used to date a building. And especially in Great Britain and France, depending on the regions, they actually have dendro dating samples. So like for oak trees, pine trees, things like that. And they can tell you what kind of wood it was, where it was felled, and how far back. And why is this room untouched?
There are other pots.
Everything's like it was.
This is roughly 1348 in southern France,
Oh, that's
right in the middle of the Great
Neither
Black
this.
Death, the Bubonic Plague.
No,
Lucas.
or these.
Why hasn't his room been touched?
No, it's not
See, she's
here.
asking the questions that count.
Still no luck.
No, these are normal standard potions. Your mother must have been working on a more complex elixir. There has to be something else. Another place, another room.
that I
You
know
can't
of.
just
Your
make
mom
a
was a
perfect
secret
map
witch.
like that.
Accept it.
She
Go look
must
for the
have a
secret room.
laboratory somewhere.
I don't know. I don't see where.
Laurentius, he built his laboratory away from prying eyes. So your mother must have also.
She told me nothing. I never
But
saw
that's
her.
it. Isn't there a place where she didn't want you to go? I don't know.
The third
Somewhere
drawer
she
in the
protected.
from the top
Oh,
in her
well,
bedroom.
ruins.
Don't
She
look in it
didn't want
now.
you to
You're
go
not going to
there.
like what you
Ruins.
discover.
Yes, definitely an idea from an alchemist.
Humorously enough, you know they have
The garden. Let's go.
sexual aids going back as far as at least the Paleolithic, and in fact they've actually dug up in several medieval monasteries, especially in the privies, and they found in nunneries several examples of large leather phallic shaped objects. Yeah, so you know, before that they went with wood or stone. Yeah, they anywho, those have been around for quite some time. Things that she had hidden in this case.
There are two dungeons slash laboratories.
Yeah, they actually know exactly what the Black Death is. It's Yersinia pestis. Yersinia pestis is a bacteria carried in the gut of fleas, and these fleas would then jump on and bite humans. Now, typically, oh, shit, forgot to do the thing. I gotta do the thing. That was my fault. Gotta remember to do the, whichever bump it is.
And about questions.
Well, yeah, someone
About
asked
Black
me about like what caused the Black Death, and yeah, Black Death actually still exists today, and especially in the American Southwest. You have to be really super careful because the fleas still live on prairie dogs. So, if you happen to be in the American Southwest during the summer, typically about 1 or 2 people every year will get
No, they're regrouping.
the Black Death. There it is. It's left shoulder. That's what I was looking for. It's left shoulder. Ratnado! It is coming for us! No, it is not.
I'm coming.
Sorry, after talking about prophylactics, and she says yes as I'm going, it's sort of, I mean, oh, come on, I mean, it's sort of funny. You know what? It's funny.
Have higher standards. Not me.
I mean, it's just, you're saying, what? Good, okay. Not a big deal, just gonna reignite it there. Not sure how the Ratnados can put out that fire. Not sure they didn't just kill me just then, but I'll take it. It works out for me. Medical science of cocaine. Oh yeah, man, Coca-Cola. It is not coincidental that it is named Coca-Cola. The active ingredient was cocaine until very, very recently. It's still coca leaves, and it's still one of the largest importer of coca leaves in the entire world. But they do process it slightly differently now.
But we have to keep moving.
Yeah, man, cocaine. Surprisingly good way of treating pain. Unfortunately, cocaine. Just saying. If you ever want to know what cocaine will do to you, just watch the Rick James story on Chappelle Show. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Yeah, I showed it to my students. They've never seen it.
What? What is not about them not seeing it. It's about that you show it to them in class.
They're 18.
Are they?
That one was. I make sure to ask. I always ask the question, are you 18?
I know. We'll get there.
Look, man, the stuff they come in showing me, that is not even like...
No, I know.
Intact.
You make cocaine. Who doesn't love cocaine?
I think Hugo wouldn't have wanted us to leave it here.
That's a good question.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. And he died shortly after that. I always felt bad about that. But, you know, it's great. He kind of had his moment of fame right before that kind of went away. Yeah, Ratnado back during the Black Death. For legal reasons, that was a joke. For legal reasons, that was a joke. Now, I will say occasionally, I know that, you know, in the United States, you kind of just assume the NSA is listening to you. So occasionally I'll be talking to my friends and I say certain keywords during conversation and then follow it up with, hey, hope you guys at the NSA are having a great day out there and have a happy holidays. I've done that a couple times because, you know, want to have fun with your surveillance state.
Ready. Run!
All right, okay, we're good, okay.
Hi, Daniel.
It's Daniel. Do we know Daniel?
Come on.
I don't know this Daniel you're speaking of. Daniel, didn't get me that time, did you? Okay, but they got the kid. I feel like if I can shake him off, the AI should be able to shake him off. This is Natalia from GoldenEye AI. I'm Bizarro helping. No, you're not. You're not.
Daniel's contributing by correcting grammar.
That sounds like something Daniel would do to contribute. Last I heard, this Daniel I knew of was stuck playing Final Fantasy VII and walking up 59 flights of stairs until otherwise. Kid, back up. Oh, come on. Okay, so apparently I need to do 1, 2, 3. So it's a 1, 2, 3, not a 1, 2. That's okay.
I haven't been paying enough attention.
Interestingly, dentistry as a profession is rather new. Before that, it was actually handled by barbers, as in like barber surgeons. So barbers would, as they were quite good with knives, would be responsible for doing minor surgeries as well as pulling teeth and things like that. Okay, can I just... Oh, come on. That counted. Okay, that thing's burning out too quick is what's happening. I think I just kind of keep running through. Well, interestingly, toothbrushes, and especially cavities, were not as prevalent until the modern era because of the lack of diet and sugar. So you'll have occasional abscesses and stuff like that, but not nearly to the level of tooth decay that you would expect for a society like that. So, what they said is especially diets that are heavy in grain, and especially grains been created in a mill, actually almost has sandpaper to it, which creates a like toothbrushing effect where it sort of grinds down the outside of your teeth and sort of does the same thing.
The more raw foods you eat.
More raw foods you eat, exactly. But yeah, it wasn't really until the introduction of sugar in the late 1500s that it really became an issue for dental stuff. Before that, it's just like you got a dental abscess and you died. So I mean, it's not quite the same.
It's alright.
So yeah, dentist, you know, you'd still have toothaches and stuff, and the dentist would just pull the tooth, but you wouldn't have cavities like we have today, nearly.
The only way to get to the baths.
Nearly
The car.
such a
We can relight the fire and push
problem.
it.
I'm trying to do a puzzle and stealth, which are two things I suck at, while I'm also trying to answer about
You saw what happened earlier.
dentists.
You think they're just going to let us pass like that?
All right.
You know, they call them barber surgeons. That's why those used to have that red and white stripy pole outside their place, because
Come on, Lucas.
it was
let's
really,
go.
really important to know who that guy was in your town, you know. Is this guy just doing it? Okay, I guess I'm protecting him from ratnados. I'm gonna protect him from ratnados. Let's just assume that's what's gonna happen.
Really?
That's right. Push, push, wee child. Push. Thank you. Put you back into it.
An effort.
I've been playing Kingdom Hearts 3 with my child because I can't play this with my child. And we've decided that Kingdom Hearts 3 is a time capsule of the 1990s, and it was created specifically so that generations from now, people will be confused about culture. I didn't realize that when they made that game, they were just going to basically keep all the clothing and stuff from the 90s. And, man, these ratnados. Ugh. So creepy, so effective. Love it. Another ratnado somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, they're eating trees. That's just not even fair. Deforestation? Jeez. Ted Turner would be highly displeased. I missed it, I missed it, I missed it. Damn it, it was on the other side block from me. Seriously? Oh. Like the cart was blocking my view. The cart was blocking my view. Where were you on that one, huh?
I'm doing actual work. I'm trying to get people paid. That's what I'm doing over here.
You know what?
It's alright.
Yeah, my child is really interesting on what he's afraid of and what he's not. I can never quite predict what it's going to be. Because what was he afraid of for a little while there that made no sense?
Oh my god. Well, there's this really popular book for 5-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, called Nibbles.
Yeah.
The Book Nibbler. And it's just a book about a little yellow monster that nibbles on everything. Like pages of books and oh god. And he was terrified of it. He made us put it back outside in the car. We couldn't keep it in the house. We had to put it outside.
There's also one episode of Sesame Street that he can't watch. I remember that specifically because
It's the tornado episode.
it actually is the tornado episode,
Yes.
which totally relates to this. But there's like a fake tornado that pops up on the screen and like it spins around. And he would freak the hell out.
It's a friendly tornado.
It's a friendly
It's singing a
tornado.
song.
It's like talking about don't be afraid of the weather, and no, he was not having that.
know.
Like he would come
I
on
mean,
and
that's
just
never happened.
scream.
Yeah. Out of nowhere.
Yeah, max out fire rocks. I agree with you, man. It feels like it's gonna be one of those sort of sequences. Hey there. Oh, come. That was my fault. I didn't have fast feet. I accept
alright.
that I died. I accept that it was my fault. And I accept that next time I will improve my situation. I accept none of those things, by the way. I'm just saying them
No, it's all the game's fault. I know how you feel about it.
because I am saying this on stream and I can't let out a string of obscenities. YouTube disapproves of that sort of thing. All hail mighty YouTube. Yes.
Come on, Lucas. Let's go.
Woobly woobly.
Now you, when I stop moving, you stop pushing. Do you understand me? You little twerp. I have fire rocks. I will end you. Do you understand me? I think he understands me this time.
An effort.
It's important to exactly make this guy understand. You know what? If I stand in front of the cart, let's see if it pushes me along. It does. Let's just do that. That's a great suggestion. Whoever said just stand in front of the cart, we're just going to do this. We're just going to let him push me from now on.
You want to take my sling?
Screw your gameplay design. Screw your mechanics. I'm going to let a child push me and then clip through the rest of the level. Excellent. Yes, yes. I love this. This is perfect. Don't have a lot of time to spawn. That's okay. one more ignifier there. This. Is there another one coming from somewhere? I feel like there is. Oh, there is. Look, hey. We're a bunch of rats. Ha ha ha.
I don't want to die. Stop pushing it, God.
You know what, man? I'm pretty sure no one's ever said that in the history of man. Well, no, actually in mines. Mines where they use child as labor. That would probably be a place someone said, I don't want to die here pushing a cart.
Our lives will be governed by chaos.
But I'm the one with the sling, so calm down and push.
I'm doing
Mighty Susan! I once made a short film called Susan, the super undetectable stealth assassin ninja.
Did you?
I did. There is no surviving copy of it, and it's one of my greatest losses.
Is it? Oh.
Because in it, I made fake blood, but I made fake blood with soap and red, and so
Rookie mistake.
So we stabbed this guy repeatedly. It's actually Daniel who's in the chat right now, and at the end of it, it gets in his eyes, and so he starts screaming. But I refuse to cut because I'm a director, and his pain just fuels the film, and so we just keep letting it run. And he starts screaming about how badly it burns his eyes, and I say, yes, yes, use that pain. And I'm just, oh god damn it, I was so excited telling that story, I forgot what I was doing.
Do you have to do it all the way back to the beginning? I can't.
Probably. I really
I'm about to cut out. You know.
Are you serious? Like, wow, they've been really stingy with checkpoints at this point. Come on, man. Like,
Would it help if I chanted your name?
Wait.
no,
We can relight the fire and push it in.
at this
Is that
point,
just distracting?
it's just distracting.
Cody, Cody, Cody.
Like, what kind of a game does that? Like, seriously.
Going to let us pass like that? Come on.
Ugh.
We will be.
So yeah, that's why I haven't played this game in 3 weeks, is because I kept running into situations like this, where it's like, alright man, that was a clear place for a checkpoint. You know what it's still not as bad as, though? Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh.
Make an effort.
Kingdom Hearts 3, which has 45 minutes of cutscenes, and no save points, no autosaves. You have to manually save in that game still. And when you click on manual saving, it always defaults to no. I've never seen a game default to no every single time before. That was, I mean, it's just like an extra step just to make you hate yourself. At least in this one, you know, I mean, they're like, you just suck because you weren't paying attention. Here, you deserve this. I love letting this guy push me along. It feels like the cheapest pro gamer move I've ever pulled in my life.
This is it?
This is it.
Geez.
I don't use aim bots. I don't cheat. I actually just play games, so I don't really get a lot of opportunity to like screw with the mechanics. So a situation where I'm like, ah, shit, I forgot what I was doing.
You. Oh, we're gonna be here all night.
You know what? Maybe, because I.
It's alright. I don't believe
Right.
It's the only way to
Metal Gear Solid series. Interestingly, I watched all my friends play the Metal Gear Solid series. I would sit there right beside them, and they would play it, and I would go, haha, how charming, how quaint, how stealth-based, and then I never touched it, because it's definitely one of those series that I loved from the outside. Like, I dig that Metal Gear exists, and I know that this is basically Metal Gear. It's that same concept of, hey, you can't be seen or you're gonna die. It's sort of like Splinter Cell. Like, I loved them from afar. It's like, I appreciate this exists, but it's a mechanic and system that I despise. Like that one section in Ocarina of Time at the beginning where you're a little kid but you have to sneak into the castle, and nothing like that ever comes up again in the whole game. But if you get caught, you're just done.
Yes, they're coming.
It just ends you.
Listen,
I get better at doing the left-handed trigger thing. We could always change the game. Yeah, man, like, the problem is, at the end of the day, I'm sort of an order eater when it comes to video games, and I really want to finish this one before I move on to the next one. And that's a really weird problem to have, and I realize that it is an actual problem that I'm having. So it's just sort of like, I want to finish it up so I can say I finished it, so it's not in my inbox and not warning about the end of the story. I actually do dig what's going on here. It's just these sequences really need like a skip button occasionally to, it's like, congratulations, you died 4 times. You suck. Do you want to give up and then forgo achievements? Yeah, alright, I'd be down for that.
nobody dies before we reach those bars.
it's as if
Right.
it was decided.
See, like, right here is like where they should have a checkpoint. But they didn't give me a checkpoint.
Chaos.
Because I don't know why. They hate me. This game is a special form of punishment. But I picked it up thinking, hey, it's a medieval game with a lot of rats. That sounds like a lot of fun. We should do something with that. You know, I'm gonna like shank people in armor and stuff like that. That could be awesome. But instead, it turned out to have a lot of magic and flame attacks and like situations where I'm walking around solving puzzles. I did not this is a puzzle game with rats, frankly. But it's really pretty, and the architecture is gorgeous, and it's a really easy excuse to talk about history for lengthy periods of time. All in all, I'm gonna call this game a win. How do the rats not die? I don't know, man. They're kind of like cockroaches, I suspect. Kill one, there's like 30 more still, so don't worry about it, you know? And there's 2 of them this time. Seriously? Alright, where's the other one? Survive until the end. Famous last words. No, walk. I think that was the last bit. Is this the last bit? You had better autosave me, game. Oh, thank God. Oh, gollies. Man alive. Yeah.
Thank you.
You know what, kid? That was legitimately rough. I appreciate that. Can you walk for a second?
Yes, but
Just walk.
I don't think
Okay.
I'll ever walk again.
Why would I?
Come on.
I don't.
I don't know what my mother hid under there, but you don't want to miss it, do you?
Oh no. Come on. Let's go.
Oh, I'm just following this child. This away? Oh. That seems like a place I don't want to go. Maybe down here? I don't know what's going on. Do y'all know what's going on? Somebody tell me what to do. I've been abandoned.
These stairs. It takes me back to my childhood.
Well, that's good. Because
I made a good choice.
you need your memories from back then.
My mother never wanted me to come down here. She said
After
it
a
was
sequence like
dangerous.
that, I really suspected there's going to be like at least 30 seconds of you not having to do anything,
No.
so...
And
Was
I
I right?
really good at
You were
searching.
right.
Amazing! And in that 30 seconds, I went to go pee.
You're already right.
Thank you. Were you just going to be done for the night? Plot twist, there are flying rats. Lord, I hope not. At this point, I can barely deal with the normal rats. I can't imagine what flying rats would do to me in this game. I did.
I survived all the way through
mother
that
never wanted
I'm-
difficult tunnel sequence.
That difficult tunnel sequence. Yeah, so what happened is we walked to right here, and then we moved it out of the way, all the rats came and ate me. Because I didn't realize this was blocking the rats in, and the game didn't want to tell me that. So, surprise. Well, that's not a foreboding tapestry or anything. Jeez.
Lucas, look. It looks like the bite.
A Roman fresco. It looks like
I mean,
Justinian's plague. Laurentius told me about it.
hey, we were talking about Justinian's
A real
plague previously.
Worse than now?
Hard to tell. It was back in the 6th century.
Back in the 6th century when they didn't keep numbers very
Built
well.
by a Roman governor in the 6th century.
This fresco isn't here by chance. Neither are we.
So fresco is the process where you put plaster on a wall and then paint the plaster while it's still wet. It became really popular during the Renaissance. So like the Sistine Chapel ceiling is technically a fresco, which has survived really well in this case. It's not what Roman art looked like, but that's fine. But yeah, Plague of Justinian, real thing. They also think it was the Bubonic Plague, but they can't prove that one because it's a little bit further out, so they don't actually know.
Rats, Amicia. If you block them on the other side of the light, we'd be free to continue.
We block them on the other side of the light. Okay, he wants to block them on the other side of the light.
Come on, help me.
Okay, we're gonna
Very
back
well.
up then. I see what's happening, maybe. Or... Right now, this kid's just gonna get eaten again. Same disease or similar. They think it was actually the exact same disease, and they can't prove it, like I said, because they've never found any mass graves on that one, and it's far enough back that the records are really, really scarce, but the descriptions are identical, so they pretty much just assume it's the Black Death popping back up again. Because the Black Death popped up every couple hundred years for a while there. Alright, so last time I pushed you out of the way, all these rats got right here. So... Give me a snuff that light? Like... Well, I didn't do what I thought it would. I mean, it just made my life more difficult, if anything. You think I had a plan on this one? You guys played this game? I feel like I'm missing something. Good point. So, it's really a question of what did they consider themselves. So by the 6th century, it's definitely sort of turning over to the Franks, as opposed to I have like a little like a thing I can do to like make them go somewhere else. Oh, Doris tracks rats. Yeah, you guys go over there, and I'm gonna pay you $100 to fuck off. Excellent job.
Push it right now.
So you guys go over there. Great. We're gonna go over here now, super quick. Yep, that worked. What are you doing, guy? What are you doing? Oh, that counted. What, me finishing this game? No, I put about 3 hours in and brought the book back, but it turns out we got like 2 chapters left. Come on, that was legit. I did that correctly. This kid's just a moron.
Dangerous.
Not my fault.
I bet. You never found anything.
Yeah, as you guys point out there, it's not him. If I was like Justinian's plague, I thought was 3rd century, not 6th century. So if it's 3rd century, it would still be correct. The 6th century, not so much. All right, go over there. I'm gonna do this.
All right.
Help me push this. And we're gonna go to the torch. Go, kid. Go. Come on, don't dally. All right, he's gonna get eaten again. I can see it coming. So. Yep, I got nothing.
My mother never wanted me to come down here. She said it was dangerous.
You know what? Obviously, she was correct, but down here is sort of a weird way of putting it, as, you know, it's clearly open to the air, and I don't think you're that recessed under the ground. Extinguish the lights, attract the lights, rats behind the light, turn the light back on. Ah, gotcha. That makes sense. Thank you. Legitimately, I would have been standing here making a dumbass out of myself for at least the next week or so. So, Doris to right over there. Everybody goes that way. Ignifer. And then, wow. Thank you very much. You're awesome.
Yes, of course.
Connor Brennan, I appreciate that. Oh, the game music is lovely. Very lovely. They're using some pseudo-medieval style instruments as well at several points. You can definitely hear it. Like, that's just a very light lute sound, stuff like that. Just trying to keep it atmospheric, you know, not breaking the vibe of what's going on. I love these Roman red walls. These are gorgeous. I've always wanted to go to Pompeii just to see that kind of mosaic work they still survived there. Okay. Currently, a bunch of rats right there. I need to get through the rats. I'm a really... That's my favorite time period. Early Middle Ages, so anything basically from 600 to about 1100. Spent a lot of time researching that. I'm just going to put it that way. And so, any of that stuff during that period. Powerful source capable of eliminating rats. Let's try that. So, also right here, and... Yep, that'll work. You can always just bomb the rats out of existence.
So this is the
I've spent a lot of time researching the early Middle Ages right there. What other people would call the Dark Ages. And actually, the guy just popped up down in the corner, if you can see that, is Total War Attila, is Big Boss. I've been helping him advise on a mod based on the early Middle Ages for the last couple of years now. You know, just stuff like that.
These symbols used to fascinate me. There are more in the other 2 basins.
3 symbols, 4 sculptures. There's a fire under that one.
So we can probably light the others too.
There must be a way to get to them.
Model of smoke detector. The one I have in my house, because it's never beeped. I can only assume the battery is long-lasting, and therefore, the best kind. As a teacher, I've been doing a lot of teaching the last couple weeks, and have found that none of my students know how to replace the batteries and their smoke detectors. So frequently, it goes beep, 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 beep. Oh my goodness, please turn off your microphone. Or replace the battery, which they never do. Okay. Keep looking at it, so... Oh, yep. Supposed to go down. I don't want to go down where the rats are. Don't make me. Nope, it's gonna make me. Okay.
Great!
Hey, what does it look like down there?
It looks like rats.
They're all around me, and I can't see a thing.
Do this. Here we go. Let's do the rats. Come on, let's just do it. Get it over with.
Let's go.
Interesting, if this is a Roman bath, it actually is very similar to how they did the floors during the period. They're thermotiles. You can see these created basically a space under the ground where they would then heat. So there'd be people that comes under the Roman baths and they'd heat up the floor like this, and this heated floor would then heat the water above it. And that's how they had hypercourse tiles. Hypercourse, that's what I was looking for. Didn't think of the word. So this is actually what the under part of a Roman bath would look like. Interestingly enough, I'm always impressed with this game. It does a great job of capturing the details like that. I mean, why would they care? I mean, it's such a small part of the game, and in it, they take the time to do it appropriately. I'm a film teacher. Teach audio, video technology, and film. It's kind of show kids how to make movies, which sounds super exciting. Let's run into it. Yep, I ran into a dead end. Okay, let's go back.
Reality is something else entirely, huh?
I throw in some nice historical tidbits whenever I can. That burnout. Sputter, sputter, spark. Yep, grab another one. Because I wasn't about to try that with a half a torch. Try a left-hand time this time. When's the next noob's guide? So I got 2 working on right now. There's going to be a DLC next month, so the real question is, do I try and rush one before it comes out? I think I'll have time, so I'm going to get with Danny on to finish writing one out and get it to you guys before all the DLC embargo stuff drops. So we should have one more before all the stuff releases, so probably next Friday, next Saturday.
So our friend the lion is hiding a secret.
Those are better. Yeah, I mean, it's the question is what kind of DLC it would be. And they definitely are going to do a Greenskins update, so as soon as a Greenskin Lord is somewhere. But who's going to accompany it? It is the real magic, so I'm having to do a lot of weird research, trying to figure out ahead of time who it's most likely to be. Hello?
Lucas, another fresco. A pregnant woman.
But that's not all. Look, next to her.
It's some sort of alembic, right? She's an alchemist?
Exactly. Alchemy has often been compared to impregnation.
I have never heard that before, but okay.
Or maybe she's just a pregnant alchemist.
It says alchemy has been compared to impregnation.
Is your mother's. And
I've never heard that.
Just a
I mean, like,
that this is a woman.
yeah, that's a new one to me.
You're probably right.
Yeah, they're French. Who knows? It's French. Who knows? Yeah, I really do wonder if they're going to pull a Grail myth on us eventually, because there's so many Grails and chalices and pregnancies, and it's just like, is that where we're going with this? Okay. Alright, so 1, 2, what am I missing? Just the kid. The kid's over here. I assume he wants me to do something. Are you... Oh, don't ever stick your hand... Oh, you're gonna make me stick my hand in the lion's mouth. Don't. There are rats in the walls, buddy. Like, you know you shouldn't do that. Like, why would you...
In its mouth, perhaps?
Don't do it. Don't.
Go on. You discovered her secret, Amicia. You've earned this.
Ugh. That is, like, no, number one. You couldn't get, like, a long stick and shove it in there or something. Like, that is going to bite your hand off. Hello. Lovely pitch dark room. Exactly what I needed right now. Warhammer. Hold on, man. This is like a pitch black room, so it's gonna be full of rats. What? Or not. It's not. It's not full of rats.
It's pitch black in here. It seems huge.
Save your ammo. I'll take care of it.
Oh.
There you go.
Thanks, pal. After I already lit one. Been a little quicker on that.
So,
Johnny on the spot.
What do you see?
Complementary products, stabilizers, reagents, noble materials, vastly superior to what we saw in the bedroom. This is.
Well, you know what I see?
Good.
Nothing.
Good.
Amicia, these notes are handwritten by a mother. Tried a new transformation, but the elixir is incomplete. The torch of the carrier disappears, leaving my son in the darkness of the macula. She was on the right track, Amicia. What we're looking for is
So Mom was an
definitely here
alchemist.
somewhere.
Okay.
But where? What does it look like?
Over
I'm gonna
there.
have to turn this eventually and
Looks
find
like
out.
There's something.
So,
Another fresco.
you ask what are my hopes for Warhammer 3. So this is what I expect to have happen, is that I think that before we get there, I'm not sure if there's a pre-order bonus again or not. We're definitely going to do some sort of combined map.
Who knows? Sanguinis Itinera, the voyages of the blood. The macula travels through history. It's already changed the world and will do so again. This box has a phoenix on it. The symbol of the great alchemical work. Amicia, I think we found it. Open it.
All right.
Phoenix, the rise from the ashes. That is actually really old.
Lucas.
Look, advanced crystallization. Blue-green edging. Substance clear.
I'm disappointed he hasn't mentioned the humors yet. He's a bucolic. The sanguine. Come on, kid. Know your
What?
basic.
Lucas,
Amber fragrance. Amazing.
spit it out. What on earth is
The
it?
cure for Hugo. She was making progress, but she didn't have time to finish it.
You mean the same cure that you...
Yes, without the book. It's incredible she was able to get this so far.
So perhaps we can use it ourselves.
Those are some chapped lips.
With the book and my preparation, I think I may be able to finish it.
You seem off to a good start, Magister. Why didn't she tell me? I would have understood. I would have...
But you have, though. I mean, when we started this, you wanted to be a knight, so I wouldn't exactly call
I would have done
you,
the same thing, Amicia.
I don't
She was
know,
an alchemist,
adult.
And, you know, a mother protects her children, doesn't she?
Imperial Knight, Elite Roman Soldier. Not a lot of difference. Dark Web asked there, I know there are different time periods. Who do you think will win in a fight? An early period knight or a late Roman soldier?
Just finish the cure.
They're roughly interchangeable. Military tactics didn't really change from
Why now? Lucas, we have
400
get
to
over.
about
I'm reading.
the year 1000, year 11, basically until 1066. I mean, you have the slow rise of cavalry, but the actual
They're symbols.
combat did not change very much, and the late Roman officers were kind of crap. When I say late, I do mean like, you know, 300s, 400s, so...
Find me some macerate while I prepare the mix.
Yep.
There has to be
Go
some around here.
find you
Macerate?
things.
What's that? Where will I find it?
In the pharmacopoeia. The alcove with the curtain.
On my way.
Quieten down. Laurentius used to say, calm the beating of your heart, for it is the wish of the heart. that
You're not gonna
express.
light.
What have you
Thought you
done,
would.
sir?
Bacon here? Come on. So, we got a puzzle. Gotta, like, shove all the rats around. Burn them up. Got it.
The curtain, it's there. So, do you have the macerate?
I can't get there. There are too many rats around.
Yep, she ain't there too many rats around. So, you guys' suggestion, pal? I think if it's right there, it should be fine. Find out really quick for me. Yep, no, I made it. We're good. Okay.
There are too many. There are too many pots, Lucas. I don't know which ones are which.
Find the one that really stinks.
Everything stinks. I'm not sure my
That's
nose
right.
will be able to tell. What's that? No idea. It doesn't smell of anything.
Imagine the whole place reeks of rat feces and urine, so I mean,
Oh, Lord. That is absolute. Ugh. Lucas, I found it. Perfect.
oop,
Bring it
okay.
in. They're coming back. That noise. I don't like that noise.
Probably a tornado of rats if I had to guess. Is that a rat-nado? Yeah, rat-nados.
Right. Let's awaken this phoenix. Gently.
Do I have
Stop
to?
shaking.
Keep going. We're nearly there. They're coming back.
Hey, apparently we're gonna have to stave off some rats, so let's invest in these. Yep, okay.
Slight alteration
Don't like
of
rat-nados. Not much I can do. It's fine.
Good, but not enough.
You said you had to filter something out. So why are you still
99%.
adding things?
You have to add in order to subtract. The brazier, Amicia! You have to clear a way to the stills for me.
All right then, let's get to those stills.
Okay. You need to go this way, so just chill next to the torch. Blank, to answer your question, they've not had a period where Suleiman has been... Hey, are they coming for me or something? Yep, they're coming for me. Okay. Yep, they're coming for me. I don't think they've had a period where Suleiman's thing. I think Suleiman was what, like 900 or so? Actually, no, Suleiman was later than that. He was Renaissance, because I know he appears in the Assassin's Creed game.
They know what's going on, but they won't change the course of history. Time to get back to work.
Lucas, don't do anything stupid.
I know what I'm doing.
Huh.
I think
Double-tailed lion over there with the sun behind it.
There's no
Artwork in
going
this
back.
really is fantastic.
Just be careful.
These are actually late medieval as opposed to early medieval, but that's fine. Where's the other one? You're gonna swarm up? Yeah, you're gonna swarm up. Stupid rat nados. I really did not expect rat nados. You know what I mean? I think that's like a new level of something that's just outside of Sharknado.
The flame of the carrier. Demetia, take me back.
Oh,
Right away.
okay. I'm really super happy about being over there. I can appreciate that kid. You know, he found something good. Let's, He really enjoys his alchemy. Copper stills in the back there. Copper, one of the natural antiseptics of the world. Early gladiator surgeons were known to use copper specifically because it is antibacterial and microbial. No, what? What? Oh, come on. It wasn't even my fault.
I don't believe it. Why now? Lucas, we have to get a move on.
I'm reading. Mother stopped at the sun door. She found the torch, but she didn't know how to light it.
It doesn't make sense.
They're symbols. She was looking for the missing element, but the book says you must empty.
Are you really gonna make me redo this sequence game?
Your mother was mistaken. You must not add, but subtract.
Like, I want to see it through to the end. I want to hear what happens. But
What's that? Where will I find it?
are you serious? You're gonna make me go all the way back there?
On my way.
Quieten down. Laurentius used to say, calm the beating of your heart, for it is the wish of the one being done that the hands express.
Come on, man. I'm not sure why this game suddenly got so stingy on its checkpoints, but that's just ridiculous. Like, you're gonna make me do 2 time-consuming sequences like this again? That's just ridiculous, man. A tornado made of tornadoes. I call it a hurricane. I've found previously, living in the southeast, there was a hurricane, you're gonna have
I don't know
tornadoes.
which one's a which.
Find the one that really stinks.
Everything stinks. I'm not sure my nose will be able to tell the difference.
It's this one over here.
Whoa. Oh, Lord.
Amazing. Almost like it doesn't change.
Lucas, I found it.
Perfect. Bring it to me.
They're coming back. They're regrouping. That noise. I don't like that noise.
Keep going. We're nearly there.
I'm coming.
Put it there. Right. Let's awaken this phoenix. Gently. Stop shaking.
Anyway, I'm just gonna need tons of this stuff, so.
They're coming back.
Another one somewhere. Book.
Slight alteration in hue.
I wonder how many lats of New York. More than you honestly want to know. They said mentioned that was one of the side effects of things like the coronavirus outbreak recently, is you could suddenly see rats on the streets during daylight, because typically up until now they've been surviving on trash and stuff like that. And so now they're all starving to death. So there's been cases of cannibalistic rats recently in a lot of the major cities because rats have been coming out and they're starving. So they're eating each other and they're so desperate they're coming out in the middle of the daylight. And there's rats apparently really commonly in a lot of the major cities right now.
Oh, no, they don't.
No, they don't. Ugh, like that. Another one somewhere? I still hear the music. Why do I still hear the music? Music's mistaken. Okay. Yeah, I'd agree there's probably more rats than people in New York. Oh, you got it that time. My little mage over there casting magic missile. Growing up. Magic missile.
They won't change the course of history. Time to get back to work. Lucas,
Cannibal rats.
don't do anything
Yeah,
stupid.
I think we're gonna get a
I know what
Rat
I'm
King
doing.
eventually in this game. I mentioned that in a previous one, but basically Rat Kings are this medieval superstition where you would have multiple rats born together in the same hive, and their tails would become conjoined together, and so they'd form like this one giant super rat thing conjoined by the tails. So I think that's going to come up eventually. Highly superstitious, a lot of stuff around it. A lot of medieval rat catchers referred to them.
Purest alcohol. Voila! The door of the sun. The flame of the carrier. Demetia, take me back.
Take me back, Amicia! So you're like, alright, cool, you just checked the thing off, right? So now you're clearly going to give me a checkpoint this time. Maybe it's just like a bug or something. I don't know why, that's normally where checkpoints happen. Okay, so he's here.
I don't know what you're doing, but do it. I'll hold them off.
Bring it to life.
Lucas, I don't know if I can hold them. I'm nearly there. Lucas, I need you to hurry. I need some time. They're coming from everywhere. I know. Lucas, I have nothing left. Lucas! What?
I played Dungeons. Someone asked if I played Dungeons and Dragons in the chat over on the right of it.
I've done it, and it looks like they know.
Well, let's not hang about.
Then please, after you.
Okay. I guess I got that heavenly glow about it right there. Apparently when you make the super potion, the rats all bow down to your magnificence.
Lucas,
Which is
we
good to
did
know.
it. We did it. Laurentius would be proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. At least we know for certain now. If the elixir is linked to the rats, that means there's a link to the carrier.
Yes, but first things first. We have to save Hugo.
Alright. Let's go save Hugo in this icy temple. Icy castle. Why are you hanging out outside? There's nothing you can see from up there that you couldn't see through a window slit where it's warm.
It's them. It's them.
Yep, that would have done it. Yeah, I couldn't figure out why he died earlier before either. As I backed up, I think he went further back, and they had extinguished it before you reached it.
We have the elixir.
I always knew you were good and...
Thanks.
I do enjoy Vermintide.
Let's go see
I
Hugo.
played it a little bit. I played all the basic levels, but I find it really grindy. It's a looter shooter, and I find doing the same mission over and over and over again a bit tedious personally. I'm okay with something like a Dota map or something like that, but in Vermintide, it's, you
Hugo,
play the same 5 or 6
not
over and
sleeping?
over and over. Jeez, poor.
Hey, look! We did it! The elixir! Lucas made it.
Now we just have to figure out how to figure rats, sick rats, and the evil Pope guy
Might be a
from
little
Mr. Brennan
bitter.
there.
Never
I
mind. Drink it in one gulp.
imagine he will come back up again. You don't
Very
introduce a
good.
character like that never to
Am
show
I
him
cured
again.
now?
Well,
In any case, you'll soon be a lot better.
Well, that's good.
Amicia, will we never see Mommy again?
oh, Hugo. I told you. She won't be coming back. No.
And it doesn't hurt where she is?
No, of course not. Let's all go to bed now, eh? And tomorrow, when you wake up, you'll feel a lot better. You'll see.
Do we know that? I mean, we just mixed a random potion out of weird alchemical ingredients. I mean, he could have a third arm by tomorrow morning. Because she's laying between the beds in the least comfortable spot imaginable. Mr. Rat, I don't feel so good. Watching that in theaters, Tom Holland sold that scene as Spider-Man so hard. It wasn't, I mean, it was an emotional scene, but him right there, he swung for the fences because he knew the audience would tear up. It was a great choice by the directors.
Amicia, you won't believe it. Roger Patrick beats Arthur at the sling.
That's not true. He was in front of the line.
You're just rubbish.
You two are arguing again.
Ugh, if you don't play by the rules.
You're gonna tell me
Hugo!
about rules.
I keep telling Have you seen Hugo?
There are all of you rapscallions and ruffians, and none of you saw a 5-year-old walk away. Seriously?
Hugo!
Hugo!
Oh no. He's gone.
I'm guessing he went to join your mother based on the conversation from last night, which I don't know how he made it out of that castle. It's difficult it was to get into, but clearly this kid is.
Hugo! Answer! Hugo!
If you're in the middle of a war zone, like, I'm not sure I'd be like shouting as I walk. Hugo has ascended. I have taken him. He has been chosen. Probably the Pope has him. I mean, this just feels like a game excuse for the Pope to come get him.
Gently. Don't stop. Go on. Hugo!
Compared to the other environments we've been in, this is
Can he have gone? Think, Amicia. Think.
rather benign. Oh, hello, we're in town.
A village? Here?
Yep, good question. How do we run into a village in the middle of nowhere? Pretty recent village with ritzy tiles. This is a perfectly livable village. Look at that. All those looking good with
Hey! Wait! Did anyone see a child come through here? Please!
Oh, Amicia! Are you feeling better? How is the little one?
Clavi? Is that you? Have you seen Hugo?
Did you shout at him again?
No, absolutely not.
Times are hard enough already without you two arguing.
But we weren't arguing anymore.
Amicia, a child never runs away without a reason.
Oh, so this is a
Open
dream
the door.
sequence.
I'm
This is a
going
dream
to find
sequence. This makes sense.
All right, but be careful.
Why else would you run into a village in the middle of nowhere?
Ill wind is on its way, Amicia.
Oh yeah, totally a dream sequence.
What is that? What is going on?
Amicia, I've been waiting for you. Come with me.
You can tell we're getting into the
Is that really you?
final act of the film because we're retracing all of our previous things that have occurred. Pretty soon we'll encounter the darkest night where someone we care about will be captured and we'll be forced to go on our final mission to
I don't know.
rescue them.
I did everything I could to protect him.
That is some serious boobles on your face there, pal.
Horrible things.
It is easy to spill blood, but to love, to protect,
I'm going to find him.
then go. And pray there is still time.
Mommy, I hear a noise outside.
Hugo, that's him.
Yeah, push past this guy. I do suspect this is a dream sequence that can kill you, though, because,
Come here.
you know, that's
Yes,
fair.
Mother.
Your brother's here.
How is he?
If he's back, it's because he's not very well.
But I did everything.
You hid the truth from him.
But
His emotions, Amicia. I warned you.
let me
If
see
you're
him.
eating, I am so
doesn't
sorry,
want
because
to
there's a lot of rotten, nasty things in this game.
I have to
Holy
see
whoa.
him.
He doesn't need you anymore.
That's a lie.
Go on then. See for yourself.
Yeah, alright. I will.
Hugo, are you alright?
No.
What's the matter? Why did you leave?
Why didn't you tell me Mommy was alive?
It was for your own good, Hugo.
That's not true. You didn't want me to know.
Don't say that.
You're jealous. Jealous. Let go of me.
Hugo, no!
Leave me alone.
Yeah, she's gone through a lot.
Where are you?
Help me.
Some vivid hallucinations.
It's him.
I guess she like hit her head when she fell in the trench.
Hugo.
Is that what we're saying now?
He's there. Thank you.
Stop shouting.
You guys should really learn to wear helmets.
Everything's all
Like,
right,
seriously.
It's over.
That should not have been that easy. I love how my first instinct is to murder them, by the way. Like, there's so many things I probably could have done right there. I'm just like, no, sling to the back of the head. That was not what I should be teaching a 5-year-old. Except for that guy's chin hair. Hey, it's that guy again, for this weird Billy Goat gruff chin.
We talked about this.
But
She's gone.
You know what you guys are gonna do?
have to accept it.
You're gonna get over here
Let's
with your
go back.
knife.
alright.
You're gonna
We
cut
must get
that.
back to the
You're gonna
castle.
hop on the back of this guy. You're gonna kick him, and then we're gonna ride. And now we're gonna ride. And we're gonna... Nope, okay. Apparently we're not. We're gonna keep walking, because we don't understand how horses work in a society completely based around equine travel and transport.
Look, Hugo, a flower.
It's a daffodil. Do you want it?
Of course.
You're not too cross, are you?
I was scared, Hugo.
Me too.
Well, it's over now. Lady Daffodil will watch over us.
Yes.
Aw, really sweet. I feel really bad for having missed those moments earlier in the game. Right, fly off. I'll smack you with a sling so good. Thinking crows.
Mommy! Amicia, it's Mommy!
What?
It's coming from over there! We have to
That's-
go!
No, you're not going.
But why? Let go of me!
Hugo,
I'm coming, Mommy!
come back.
It is not that hard to ride a horse bareback. I mean, grab hold of the mane. I mean, they're not going to go, like, huge distances. I mean, yeah, eat it. Hey, horse is good eating. Never eaten horse, interestingly.
No, Hugo.
Sort of like dog. It just goes on that list of stuff that most Westerners are like, yeah, I like that animal. I gave it a name. I probably shouldn't eat it. Okay. Yeah, okay. Apparently we're still in the dream sequence.
No, Hugo, I need you. It's not Mommy, Hugo.
You,
No.
oh, that's... Yeah, okay.
Let go of me.
This is the river of bodies of people she's had to murder to get to this point in the game.
I did it for him, and I'll kill you again if I have to.
Oh no,
I'll
it
kill
literally
all of
is.
you.
Oh, wow.
Not them. No.
Can I ignify him then?
Hugo, is that you?
Someone's coming.
Jeez, this is like Max Payne, man. Whatever she is on is not
Out of my way.
gonna...
Let me through.
Oof.
Hugo,
What are you doing?
come here. No, Nicholas. Don't touch him. No.
Where is your
Hugo,
sister?
run.
Where's
Get
Mommy?
away from me.
There's no one.
There is no one there. Come. Let us go. Let us go and see.
Oh, can't even tell whether like, this is a dream or not anymore. Whoa. Okay. Like, when you start playing serious organ music, you know you've reached a new level of bad guy.
It is done.
Can I go and see my mother now?
Only the Grand Inquisitor may say.
But you told me.
My words are of no importance.
So-
Only
so you
those
lie
of
to
the
children.
Grand Inquisitor.
Okay. Just as long as we've established you lie to children.
But be sure, you are very precious to him indeed.
He's like Floki from Vikings. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. That is not good. Oh, we're playing the little boy now.
You heard me. I have to find Mommy.
Okay, so the kid really did run away and the girl really did run into the woods and start tripping on acid just because she hit her head. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect to suddenly start playing a little boy trapped in a church trying to escape from a bunch of priests, which sounds far worse when I actually say that aloud. So I think that's as good as part as any to stop for the night. You know, there's only like a medieval acid trip to really kind of put you on pause for the evening, that's for sure. So, thanks for joining me. That's tonight's broadcast of A Plague Tale, Innocence. I think we only have about 2 chapters left, so you should be able to finish it up the next time. But that was one of the trippiest things I think I've seen all week. And that's saying something. So, enjoy your time out there, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and we will tune in next time. Have a good one.